Calisthenics or bodyweight training has had such an immense impact on my physical and mental health because of the amount of progress and the amount of fulfillment that I've received just from the ability to see myself grow and become a stronger individual. Calisthenics has had such an immense impact on the way that I perceive life and possibly how you can go about calisthenics and bodyweight training yourself. You see, calisthenics and the ability to see myself progress with just my body weight strength has definitely improved the way that I must go about achieving things that are bigger than myself. So in order to achieve these things, I understand that they require much higher levels of discipline and consistency, because if you don't have consistency from the first threshold of motivation afterwards, then you're not going to maintain the habit of working out and doing something for yourself and your body. Now, I was more inspired by my brother and my father. You can check it out on the top right of the screen. Talked about how my inspiration came from my brother and my father, who had always done these calisthenics movements such as push-ups and pull-ups, and I was heavily inspired to do them as well. It all started when I saw this TikTok video around 2 years ago, when there was a guy who was asking another guy who was into fitness on TikTok about how you can get started with working out from home, and he listed out 4 different workouts that were in quick succession, but the one that I focused on mainly was this ab and chest X workout, but he had also had 3 other workouts which targeted the shoulders, the back, and just other areas of the body. But I focused on the planks, doing planks and doing push-ups in a circuit, and it really worked out for me, and it really gave me the motivation to continue because I found it quite enjoyable since it was quick. Not only was it quick, but it was easy and it was straight to the point. I knew that doing all these push-ups and doing these planks in a circuit would really benefit me, since it was a fun way of training and it could get me motivated to do another session, but also it was a new way of introducing myself to actually progressing and increasing repetitions in fundamental exercises such as the push-up, which had really kick-started my calisthenics journey. Got into this certain level of strength that was required of me to perform this workout without much struggle. And so what did your boy do? He increased the reps and he increased the seconds that I was to hold the plank. So instead of doing only 15 push-ups, I would resort to 20 push-ups and go decrease 1 down for each time I have to do push-ups, so 19, 18, 17, 16. This was really effective because it helped me to really push myself when it came to progressing in calisthenics training and really finding a rhythm to actually putting on muscle and putting on strength. During this, it really showed how much progress I can make just with a little bit of focus and consistency with my training, and focus on being able to become a more lean physique, having a more lean physique. So I had to come to around 2 months when I had switched up my mentality when it came to this training, and realized that I couldn't do this forever. Although I enjoyed and loved doing this workout, ab chest finisher routine, I felt it was time that I should move on and actually start formulating a new and overarching full body workout where I was hitting every single part of my body, not just my push-ups. So I researched on YouTube, of course, on specific ways that beginners can start as calisthenics athletes. So of course I searched up this guy whose YouTube name is YVGUO. I don't know how to say it, Yu-Gi-Oh, but I essentially watched this video and it really was compact and dense with information for calisthenics beginners, and it went through all of these exercises and the way that we should be structuring our workouts and how many times we should be working out, the rest, recovery. It struck me how important it is to have such an effective routine, because if you don't have an effective routine, you're not going to see significant progress, considering that you don't have something to be working on. And if you don't have something to be working on, you're only going to be training everything spontaneously, and it's not going to be the right lifestyle and the right way you should be going about calisthenics training. And then I took notes on my laptop laptop's notes page, and I started to properly structure my training. It told me that in order to actually structure a good workout, you need to have 4 fundamental things. Firstly, you need just one massive big compound movement. For example, I was doing a push day. My first massive compound movement would be push-ups or dips. Dips hit the vertical pushing motion, and push-ups hit the horizontal pushing motions. The first exercise, when you have the most energy and you're the least tired, you want to be focusing on the massive and the hardest compound movement, which is, if you don't know what a compound movement is, it's essentially a movement that targets multiple muscles at the same time. So the push-up obviously works the chest, the triceps, and the shoulders, and so you would do this for around 3 to 5 sets of your hard variation of push-up, because you can't be doing the same normal push-up if you become too good at it. There's obviously harder variations, such as the diamond push-up, where your hands are in a triangle, harder push-ups where your hands are, one hand is fully out and your other arm is next to your body, and then you also have the one-arm push-up. But the one-arm push-up is the last exercise in the push-up variation progressions, considering that it requires immense strength to be able to push yourself with only your one arm. An exercise that I would be running inside of my workout would be an easier variation of that big compound movement. Push-ups, archer push-ups. My easier progression would be probably diamond push-ups. These two movements in your workout have become your new hardest work exercises, in that you need to push yourself to actually stimulate hypertrophy and stimulate strength. And for the third exercise to incorporate inside of your workout is hitting each plane of a particular workout day. So say for example, working the push day, I would do the vertical pushing and the horizontal pushing. So if I was running push-ups as my compound movement, then I would be running dips, vertical pushing movement. So in order to develop a well-balanced physique and develop well-balanced strength in the pushing motions, you need to be focusing on both the vertical and horizontal. This is essential. You need to remember this. So for dips, you want to be running at least 8 to 10 reps of dips. For if you're just getting started, you can do whatever variation of dip. You can do assisted, you can do elevated, or you can just do normal dips, just air dips. So just find what progression of dip actually works for you. And the next exercise that you should be doing after that dip motion is something that is called accessory or isometrics. Accessory exercises are issues or imbalances within your physique. Accessory exercises could include bicep curls with resistance band. They could also include high reps of normal push-ups, of knee push-ups, diamond push-ups, or they could just be wide push-ups. We stimulate our hypertrophy through doing high rep exercises that aren't too easy but also aren't too hard. This is what I call a proper calisthenics workout. So I'm going to run it through you with one more time, just so you understand truly and properly. The first thing you should be incorporating in your workout is one big compound movement, whether it's push-ups, pull-ups, squats. And the second exercise should be an easier variation of that movement. The third thing we should be focusing on is hitting the opposite plane. So we're already hitting vertical, we should be hitting horizontal. To be focusing on a bit more reps to be able to stimulate a little bit more hypertrophy compared to the first two exercises. Fourth exercise, it should be more high reps, because you want to be focusing on that new adaptation as I've been talking about for the first two exercises. And the last things that you could include inside your workout are accessories and isometric exercises. I didn't talk about isometric exercises, but essentially they help to strengthen areas in your movements where they are particularly weak in, such as push-ups, where you may be weak in the pushing up motion. So a deep push-up for 5 seconds before you come back up is an example of an isometric hold. Or you can simply just hold that position for an extensive period of time, such as 15 to 30 seconds, and then you rest, and then you do it again for 3 to 5 sets. Accessory exercises probably help to develop other areas that are required: grip strength, wrist mobility, elbow mobility, and just being able to have a body that is functional so you're not disadvantaged in particular motion. If you are interested in calisthenics and want to further your skills in bodyweight training, then the CaliFit Central community is the place for you to be. You get access to live calls with myself and other like-minded individuals who are on the same journey as you. Sounds too good to be true? Click the link in the description below and we're waiting for you inside.